Welcome back to Curiosity Repo, your home for exploring the world's most fascinating mysteries. Today, we're diving into a phenomenon that might make you question the very fabric of your own memory. What if I told you that Darth Vader never said, "Luke, I am your father"? Or that the famous line from Field of Dreams isn't "if you build it, they will come"? It sounds impossible, right? These are iconic cultural moments etched into our collective consciousness. Yet, for thousands, even millions of people, their memories of these events, and many others, don't match up with reality. This is the heart of a perplexing mystery known as the Mandela Effect. The term itself was coined by a paranormal researcher named Fiona Broom. She discovered that she, along with a vast number of other people, shared a distinct and vivid memory of South African anti-apartheid leader Nelson Mandela dying in prison during the 1980s. They remembered news clips, television reports, and even a heartfelt speech from his widow. The problem? None of it ever happened. Nelson Mandela was actually released from prison in 1990 and went on to become the president of South Africa, living until 2013. This discrepancy was so widespread and so specific that it sparked a global conversation. How could so many people, strangers to one another, share the exact same false memory? This wasn't just an isolated case. Soon, people began identifying dozens of other examples. Take the beloved Monopoly man, Rich Uncle Pennybags. Close your eyes and picture him. Does he have a monocle perched over one eye? A surprising number of people will say yes, absolutely. But if you look at the game box or any official artwork, you'll find he has never, ever worn a monocle. Then there's the classic children's book series, the Berenstain Bears. Or is it the Berenstein Bears? Many people are adamant that they grew up reading books with the EIN spelling. They can picture it on the cover. Yet, every copy in existence is, and has always been, spelled Berenstain with an AIN. From the spelling of the popular shoe brand Skechers, not Skechers, to the tale of Pikachu, it's plain yellow, not black-tipped. The examples are numerous and often bafflingly specific. It makes you wonder, are we all just collectively misremembering things? Or is something far stranger at play? This question leads us down two very different, but equally intriguing, rabbit holes: psychology and theoretical physics. Let's first explore the psychological explanation, which is grounded in the fallibility of human memory. Our brains aren't perfect recording devices. Instead of storing memories like files on a computer, our minds reconstruct them each time we recall an event. This process is susceptible to all sorts of errors and distortions. One key concept here is confabulation. This is a psychological term for a memory disturbance where our brains produce distorted or fabricated memories without the conscious intention to deceive. Essentially, our minds fill in the gaps. If something seems plausible, like the idea of a wealthy, old-fashioned cartoon character having a monocle, our brain might just add that detail in to complete the picture. Think about it, the Monopoly man is often seen with a top hat and a cane. A monocle fits that archetype perfectly. Our brains might be making a logical, but incorrect, association. Another factor is suggestibility. When we hear others confidently state a fact, like the Berenstain spelling, it can plant a seed of doubt in our own minds. The internet acts as a massive echo chamber for this. You see a post about the Mandela Effect, you start to question your own memory, and suddenly, you're convinced you remember it the wrong way too. This process is known as social reinforcement. The more people who share the same false memory, the more believable it becomes to the group. It creates a powerful feedback loop where the collective memory feels more real and reliable than the documented facts. Our brains are wired to trust the consensus of the tribe. This explanation paints the Mandela Effect as a fascinating quirk of human cognition, a testament to how our memories are shaped, shared, and sometimes, collectively corrupted. It's a logical, evidence-based perspective that sits comfortably within our current understanding of how the mind works. But it doesn't satisfy everyone. For some, the sheer scale and specificity of these shared memories point to something more profound. This is where we leave the familiar territory of psychology and venture into the mind-bending world of theoretical physics and the multiverse. The multiverse theory, in its simplest form, suggests that our universe is not the only one. Instead, there may be an infinite number of parallel universes, each existing alongside our own. In some of these universes, the laws of physics might be different. In others, history could have unfolded in a completely different way. According to this explanation for the Mandela Effect, we aren't misremembering. We are actually remembering events from a parallel reality. The idea is that at some point, individuals or even entire groups of people slid from one universe to another, bringing their memories with them. In their original timeline, Nelson Mandela really did die in prison. The Monopoly man did wear a monocle. The books were called the Berenstain Bears. But now, they find themselves in a slightly different timeline where those details are not correct. Their memories are not false, they're just from a different version of reality. This sounds like the plot of a science fiction movie, but it's an idea that some proponents of the Mandela Effect take very seriously. They point to the development of large-scale particle colliders, like the one at CERN, as a potential cause. Could these powerful experiments be subtly merging or creating ripples between parallel universes? Could we be colliding with other realities, causing minor details of our world to glitch or be overwritten? This theory is compelling because it validates people's experiences. It says, your memory is real. It's the world around you that has changed. It provides a framework that accounts for the specificity and the shared nature of these memories in a way that simple confabulation, for some, does not. If thousands of people who have never met all confabulate the exact same detail, is that just a coincidence, or is it evidence of a shared, alternate past? Of course, there is no scientific evidence to support the multiverse sliding theory. It remains purely in the realm of speculation. Physicists who work on multiverse theories are not studying them as an explanation for collective memory anomalies. The concepts are being applied in a way they were never intended. So, we are left with a fascinating dilemma. Do we accept the psychological explanation that our brains are brilliant but flawed storytellers, constantly editing and rewriting our past? This view suggests that the Mandela Effect is a window into the social and cognitive processes that create our shared sense of reality. Or do we embrace the more fantastical possibility that we are living in a sea of infinite realities, and our memories are echoes from a world we left behind? This perspective transforms a simple memory quirk into a profound existential question about the nature of reality itself. Perhaps the true answer lies somewhere in between, or in a place we haven't even begun to explore. The Mandela Effect could be a symptom of something we don't yet have the language or science to understand. What is undeniable is the effect itself. It forces us to confront the fragility of our own certainty. It makes us question not just what we remember, but how we remember. And it reminds us that the line between memory and imagination, between fact and fiction, can be surprisingly thin. So, what do you remember? Do you recall a world with a monocled Monopoly man and the Berenstain Bears? Or have your memories always aligned with our current reality? The answers might reveal more about the workings of your own mind, or the universe, than you ever expected. Thank you for joining us on this journey at Curiosity Repo. If you enjoy untangling the threads of reality and exploring mind-bending topics, be sure to subscribe and join our community of curious minds.